future of wrestling.
Welcome to this episode of ICCW Brawl after a Real American Bash. Okay, I was expecting pyro and shit. Dorf Liggleton's on his way out, cutting off the promo, but welcome everybody to Brawl 53. We are in the new year now, 2023. We've made it, everybody, and after the Christmas special and the unbelievable, shitty, terrible tactics that Hulk Hogan has pulled off to Captain Murphy there, driving him down while in an ambulance. This is the fact that AVGN Nerd he's banned from the arena for quote-unquote his actions at the shows is unbelievable. Sorry, I'm a little off my game. I was expecting pyro and shit, like I said, but Dorf Liggleton clearly not willing to just wait for the pyros for him to start come out whatever he wants to discuss, I guess. If you missed the Real American Bash, Dorf Liggleton lost to Barf the Clown after a surprise appearance of Stink. So I don't know what that's all about. Dorf is not scheduled for this card tonight. So we'll see how this goes here. He's got something to say. He wants Stink. Doesn't care about the intro. Okay, well, fuck you then. You kind of threw my whole shit off. But I can understand me being mad at Stink, but he was the one that interfered with Stink. Calling him the NTA reject and a nobody here. Oh, my God. He's some pissed off after Stink gave, in the case of Barfel, the opportunity to win. Dorf saying that he was the one that interfered with Stink at One Last Atrocity after the match. So maybe that's his logic, is attack a man after the match, not... And he didn't even attack him. He just stood there. He is fired up, demanding Stink come out here right now. Something here. There's no camera cut, no nothing. He's just standing there. Dorf is clearly upset that Stink has not answered the challenge, calling him a chicken shit. I mean, he's rightfully looking for revenge somewhat, but I guess let's run down the fucking card. Tonight, Zombie Shrek's going off against Tucker. Zombie Shrek beat the shit out of Tucker after he lost to Jewish at a Real American Bash, so I guess they're finally going to go one-on-one in the ring. Pray for Tucker in this matchup, everybody. Also, tonight, Sam, Nathan, Gregory going one-on-one with Mr. Sandman. These two been brawling a couple of shows, all tied in with Sam and the Evil Council. Sam beat Betty in the Snake Pit match. See if that leads anywhere else. Joe Exotic goes up against Steve Butabi. The Butabi successful in their tag team title defense. But Bizzaro Murphy and Reba show back up. Where's Steve Butabi's mind here as he goes up against Joe Exotic? Your Momga versus Ricky. After Bubbles tried to jump your Momga on the behooves of Julian, your Momga's going to get a piece of Ricky tonight. Maybe revenge for Bubbles in our main event that has been talked about. Criss Angel versus Jake Paul. Criss Angel is pissed at everyone associated with Hogan, and Jake Paul is always looking for a money fight, even if it's rigged sometimes. We'll see how that goes. Let's get right into it, I guess. All fucked up I am. I didn't get my pyro. This is ridiculous. But out first is our first matchup. Zombie Shrek versus Tucker. As Zombie Shrek making his way down. Lost to Jewish at a Real American Bash. And he was furious. And put Tucker through a table. Hogan must have saw that and said, you know what? I'll book that as a match. Sure. So Tucker going to hopefully look to get his revenge. He's hoping. A Zombie Shrek he clearly can't be happy here. He can shot down all he wants, but, I mean, that whole reason for the match at the Real American Bash was for him to stay down, and Jewish. And Jewish not only didn't stay down, Jewish beat the longest reigning ICCW World Champion. So, we'll see Zombie Shrek, what mood he is in. As I would hate to be Tucker right now. This guy has not had much luck other than getting signed. As his music hits. And here he comes. Oh dear God. Tucker is going to die. Let's just put it out there plain and simple. Zombie Shrek is probably and most likely clearly looking to get out some anger in me. But maybe Zombie Shrek's not on his game. Maybe this is Tucker's opportunity to get a victory as well, like Jewish did over the world champion. I mean, Dorf Lakeland has a win over Zombie Shrek, but that was caused by a distraction by Jewish. And this whole thing started between Zombie Shrek and Jewish because Zombie Shrek just happened to interfere in a match that Jewish was a part of to start the season because he wants his world title shot. And now his focus is well off of that. He's going to have to be solely focused here on Tucker right now. And Tucker's going to have to be focused to save his life. As both men getting ready to go blue collar solid Tucky versus big boy Zombie Shrek. Jesus Christ, he's not on his game. Tucker just waited and watched as Zombie Shrek fucked up and tried to take advantage, but Zombie Shrek is not happening. Is not having it at all. And right away, work a body part and just constant strikes. Clearly Zombie Shrek, as anybody would be, some pissed off. You put out the challenge to Jewish to beat him again. You said you were supposed to lay down after their matchup at Bash at the Beach Shop. Does not work. Big leg drop by Zombie Shrek here. So now Tucker seems to be a guy that was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And that time to be wrong is here as well. Because he's just in front of a zombie who is absolutely pissed off. We got a lot of people pissed off here in ICCW as both men colliding to each other. Again, Zombie Shrek just straight punches. How does that hurt? Big leg drop. We have Dorf Lakeland, like we saw. He ruined my pyro. He's pissed off at Stink. Who, I don't even know what the fuck's going on there, honestly. That shit cut me off when that aired. Zombie Shrek and Jewish and Extreme Rules matchup that they had at a Real American Bash. And Jewish is like, that is a huge win for that guy. Clearly a fan favorite on the roster, getting a win over one of the, if not the greatest ICCW World Champion that we've ever had as it stands right now. As much as Angry Video Game Nerds having to, I mean, gone through some shit, beating some people, but that's not what Zombie Shrek had to do. Back body drop there, flips him over, and then go right to that nerve grip. Tucker got some offense in the start, and then that all just ended. It's just done. Again, just continuing the pummel, and now we are on the road to In Your Crib 3. Hogan knows best. Dear God, as Hogan has put himself as the #1 contender for the ICCW World Title against Angry Video Game Nerd, and we still have no update on Captain Murphy. I hope prayers go out to him as Zombie Shrek is just destroying Tucker here. If you missed it, you missed one of the darkest hours of Captain Murphy's life, let alone the history of ICCW. It was Hulk Hogan drove a semi into the ambulance that was carrying Captain Murphy after the terrible beatdown. Unbelievable. Zombie Shrek throwing Tucker into the corner. Just, I mean, what else is going to happen? Hogan knows best. It's been his. It seems to be that's been his model the whole time. Is Zombie Shrek here, getting some distance from Tucker, just to boot him in the face. Fucking God damn it! And now he's looking for the pin. If Tucker was smart, This be the end. Because there's no need to take this punishment, sir. Oh, yeah, that's not good. Hogan's mantra has been this entire time that Hogan knows best. Absolutely knows best according to who should be champions and who not. And it just hasn't come to fruition here. Zombie Shrek showing big strength here. As here, Zombie Shrek continuing. Tossing Tucker around. Big leg drop here. Oh my god, this is... I mean, how much can you talk to about a guy just straight up punching another man in the face? You gotta talk about other shit. Poor Tucker is fucking... He's gonna need a fucking cold ice bath after this. This is some saying Tucker back up to Zombie Shrek. DDT not letting him have it. Not letting him have it. Absolutely not. I mean, if you missed the Real American Bash, you missed some shit. Kyle Wake is now the new ICCW Internet Champion. Kamala Harris retained the title from Tyrus Flair with the help of what I can call a witch. I don't know what the fuck was going on there. Your Momga retained the Piece of Trash Championship against El Fuego Dragon and Precious, even though Precious really designed that. It seems to just take out Fuego in that opportunity, making that a triple threat. Betty lost to Sam Nathan Gregory as we're getting Ogre School here. Drives him down. And he's now going for the pin. Oh, dear Lord. What's Tucker, if you know what's good for you, you don't. Okay. Betty lost to Sam Nathan Gregory in his own match, the Snake Pit match. Big leg drop there. And what another surprise in that night. Uno Dos Tres Nino took up a victory over Harry Potter in probably the quickest matchup we've ever had here in ICCW. I mean, it was a hell of a show. Barfo, like we said earlier, beat Thorpe Fliggleton. Oh, big fucking punch to the face. And a big drop of the leg. And he's just down. You got to assume he's out, but I don't know. Is he kicking out on instinct here? Because he's getting tossed around like a sack of potatoes on Thanksgiving. Or Christmas, if you're that. What's he? Oh, dear God, he's going. What the hell is this? He's got like a triangle locked in here. And the Tucker has to give up. He wanted to kick out. Well, he's not going to be able to not tap out here. Zombie Shrek just totally annihilated Tucker. Oh, dear Lord. A pissed off zombie ogre is not someone I want to be around, and he's been pissed off for too long here. But, I mean, you got to give props to Jewish for not stepping down. Give props to Tucker here trying to hang in as much as he can. But, my God, it was not happening. Big kick out there. That was the Ogre School that then he went for the pinfall again. That didn't work. And Zombie Shrek said, enough is enough. And what do we... And there it is. I don't know what this is. An Ogre Triangle. He locked that in quite well, and Tucker had to give up. My God. That poor man was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Zombie Shrek, I guess, has something to say here. He wants Jewish one last time at In Your Crib 3. He's not done with Jewish. These two men are 1-1 against each other, and what the fuck is going on here? Kamala Harris claiming to no longer be the vice president. Now is supposedly the president of the women's division. Well then. Now is this witch? Green lady witch? The Wicked Witch is the vice president to Kamala Harris. What is happening? Dear God. The Kamala has a witch, a wicked witch, here to protect her. I mean, Kamala Harris has been running through every opponent she's going through. I mean, what more can she do? Oh, she had an idea. The fucking witch had an idea, did she? What is her idea? Priceless punishment match? On Scraps? Royal Rumble priceless... What? 30... We don't have 30 women! Scraps just got a lot more interesting. A priceless punishment match. What? Coming up next, Sandy the Gregory versus Mr. Sandman. What? A priceless punishment on Scraps. Are you... Can she just book that? Is that just something she could do? We gotta find 30 women now! Well, speaking of 30 women, man, that laid by all the women. Sam, Nathan Gregory. Fresh off his victory of Betty, like I'd mentioned earlier, but gotten some tuffle there with Mr. Sandman. And not only that, he got into a fight with fucking John McClane there in the Christmas special. Beat him! He beat him! He beat Die Hard! Sam Nathan Gregory now, it's on a roll here. Couple of victories under his belt. But still not out of the sights of the evil council, clearly. Still furious that he decided not to join with them. And now the ultimate muscle in Mr. Sandman is going to take control and take this on. Oh, and here he comes. We haven't seen him really in action in a bit. But anytime we've seen him in action, he has been a dominant force. And these two fucking behemoths are going to be going one-on-one. Look at the mass on this champion of the punch-out boxing world. The big boy of the evil council. And he's going to look to maybe beat the shit out of Sam Nathan Gregory for not joining them with them. And you look at jaw-jacking with the crowd. Who gives it? What are you going at them for? What are you doing to you? We got a... Interesting. I mean, these two... It seemed like Harry Potter, some pissed. Must have sent Mr. Sandman in to do the job that Betty couldn't. Betty was some confident going into that snake pit match. And it just didn't work out. Sam Nathan Gregory, clearly a master of a lot of different domains that we're learning from this guy. Able to like travel in time and be a part of these interesting moments, I'd say. And he's going to be in another interesting moment here as he's going to be going one-on-one with this fucking beast and Mr. Sandman. Let's get it on as both men to the center of the ring, and Sandman is not wasting any time with the big splash in the corner to Sam. Sam is, I don't think, has faced off against something to the caliber of Mr. Sandman. As he just, look at that, wheelbarrow slamming him down face first. And then kick to the midsection here. My goodness. Oh, Sam Nathan Gregory rolls out of the way, though, of that big boy senton that he was trying to hit Mr. Sandman here. Picking him right back up. I mean, it's not even a these two thing. It's a Sam Nathan Gregory versus the evil council thing. It's just, now it's just their pride, it seems to be hurt that he didn't join them. So they're going to make him pay. But Sam is making Mr. Sandman pay here right now. Kick to the back of the leg. I mean, I don't know if you want to work the leg of a boxer. It's not really the, to me, the smart strategy here. Mr. Sandman back up to his feet. Big takedown clothesline. I need to get a drink. Holy shit. I know I got a commercial break. Now Mr. Sandman is wholly on the offense. Like I mentioned, Betty did not come out victorious at a Real American Bash. Harry Potter most definitely did not come out victorious at a Real American Bash. That was something. We've got Mr. Sandman now the one in control. These two kind of has so far seen them going back and forth, but the power of Mr. Sandman is going to drive Sam Nathan Gregory into the back of the mat and kicking him in the back here. They're just constant boots all over the place. Now he's just going to straight up punch him in the face. That's the boxer. He's surprised he's not wearing boxing gloves. He's got a pinfall here. No, just a one count by Sam. He's going to take a lot from Sam. Mr. Sandman, though, he's used to being dominant in any ring he's been in. So something like that where he kicks out, where Sam kicks out is a little, I'd say a little surprising here. Whipping to the ropes. Sam reverses it though, and oh, Mr. Sandman just pouncing the shit out of Sam here. Makes him fall flat on his ass. He literally just ran through that clothesline. Absolutely just ran through it. Driving the elbow right into the chest. It's just constant. I mean, these guys are pretty similar in height, but the power, you got to think, goes to Mr. Sandman. As Sam now working everything over, trying to get what he can, as he's going to German suplex Mr. Sandman out of his boxing boots. Oh, my God. You got to give it to a guy that won't back down. Sam Nathan Gregory is the man that will not back down. As Mr. Sandman continuing the offense here. Is Sam trying to get a step ahead? He cannot. As he throws him on the outside. And this is definitely a regular matchup here. What are we looking? Oh, big suplex to the outside. And now look at him just jaw-jacking with the crowd. He doesn't give a shit, clearly. Drops the elbow. What are we looking? What is he thinking here? What tactics does this man have here? Oh, why not throw him into the ring post? Sure, yeah. Shades of how great Harry Potter and Betty are with these shitty-ass tactics that Mr. Sandman clearly picking up in his wrestling career. So it starts out early on here in ICCW, and he throws him into those steel steps. Looking to inflict as much punishment, make Sam feel embarrassed to even be in the ring with a man like Mr. Sandman. And he's going to bring him back in the ring the only way you can win is pinfall in the ring, or you can get counted out. But, I mean, that seems like a tainted victory for a man that is looking to just constant punishment here. He wants him up to his feet, double underhook. Oh, dear God. Now it just seems like he's toying with them. He's in full control now. He just wants to toy with them. Look at just... I mean, a man who's a boxer, I'm shocked that he's knowing how to just stomp on people, but I'm sure he has not that much of a clean boxer. Sandman went for the big winding punch. Sam, though, Nathan Gregory with the headbutt. Head as hard as stone. Drops Mr. Sandman down. Oh, 2 count, but barely a 2 count at that. Sam Nathan Gregory looking his way back up here. My goodness. What are we thinking? What's he... And then just putting stomps to his chest now. Making him feel all the pain that he'd been inflicting onto Sam here as he's up on the top. Big leg drop onto the face of Mr. Sandman. Is this the end of the line? No. No, you got to think Harry and Betty are watching this unfold here. Maybe they're big muscle pieces and everything that they thought it would be. As Sam's going to whip Mr. Sandman into the corner. And he's just going to take his time, come up, and he's going to give him a big splash of his own. And then before he goes down, he's going to drive him down with his own force. Look at this. These two probably been chomping at the bit ever since a Real American Bash. He wants him up to his feet. What is he thinking? Oh, maybe he should have kept them down as Mr. Sandman here. He's going to just, again, right back to that back. Trying to just keep him immobile. Just constantly in and outs. What are we looking at here? Oh, dear God. What was formerly known as the back in time here in ICCW is something. As we got to... Oh, no. Sam kicked out. Mr. Sandman cannot believe it. I can't think that Mr. Sandman thought this was going to be this easy. Thought it was going to be an easy fight. Excuse me. Not this difficult. Fucking boot him right in the face. Oh, my God. What are we thinking? He's going to think corner. And now he just, look at the power. Toss it almost all the way across the ring. And he's back up to receive a clothesline. But Sam's right back up, though, and gives Mr. Sandman a clothesline. He's going to go high risk on the goddamn to the floor. He can't be doing this shit. That's some badass shit. Oh, he got the crown to the back. I don't think he was expecting it, but he got it. What's he thinking? Oh, he's getting that double underhook. DDT! That he's been using on occasions here. Perfectly done. As he gets tossed into the ring. What are we looking at here? We got the pinfall. Is this it for Mr. Sandman? No. Nathan Gregory must be tasting a victory here. He's taking him to his limit. He wants him back up to his feet. He's telling him, get up. I want you up. Oh, we went for that headbutt. But that met with an uppercut. Oh, dear God. There's the right hand. And he's not going for the pin. What the fuck is he doing? Mr. Sandman with the deadly right hook. He's got a chair. This is not no DQ. No. What the fuck? Oh, he missed. Good. Well, don't do that. That's the match. This ends in a DQ. As Mr. Sandman must be some furious that Nathan Gregory even got this far against him. And now he takes this into his own hands to add more humiliation on the Nathan Gregory here. Look at this walking over him like he's just a common rug. But the rug gets back up. And he's back on the offense. I don't know if Sam even realizes this match is over. As he's back up. Oh, slow motion! Nathan Gregory just took down Mr. Sandman, and there's Harry. Then Harry says this is not the end. What the fuck what is happening? The show has gone off the rails. He's not a beast in the wrestling ring. Or he is a beast. Well, I mean, look at the size of him. In his natural sport. I mean, yes, he's a boxer. He was pretty good. He's a pretty good boxer. What? He's gonna be... They're gonna do no DQ match? That'd be fun. Nathan Gregory and Mr. Sandman are gonna box. What is happening? What is happening? Kyle Wake. What does he have to say? Clearly, people were doubting Kyle as if he was going to win the internet title. I'm thinking he went there on the wrong way. Oh, Jesus Christ. They call everybody fat bastards. No, everybody's not fat. Grabbing attention. Kyle Wake has always been an attention grabber here in ICCW. Oh my God. Why are you being like this? Kyle, clearly. What is wrong? People who get talked about and people who talk about people. There's two types in the world. Oh my God, this Kyle Wake has clearly lost his mind. Oh my dear God. Well, that's the angry video game nerd who has been supposedly banned from the arena, making his way in. Oh dear God, you got to think Hogan is not going to be happy with that. Well, after these commercial breaks, we'll find out what AVGN is going to do, and we're going to see Joe Exotic versus Steve Butabi. Commercials. Kyle Wake's mean. Fuck.
Through Multi-bits, this is the part where you think that we at GW are going to play this monologue of wrestling footage with some sloppy music in the background, huh? Well, but no. That's not what we're gonna fucking do. We like to think outside of the box. So Marty knows what you are asking yourself. If we're not going to show you a monologue of wrestling for GW, why should we give a fuck about watching GW? Well, Marty will show you why you should give a fuck about watching GW. But first, Marty needs a volunteer. What? That's what happens if you don't watch GW. So, watch GW, otherwise Marty will come after you and do that to you. Side note, no, Marty will not do that to you if you don't watch GW. Having said that, please watch GW if you can. What? Are you trying to tell Marty what to do? No, Mr. Marty, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. It sounds like you're trying to make Marty do what you want to do. Does it? If that's what you think, Marty's gonna come after you now. Wait, no, Mr. Marty, don't you? That's what happens when you're trying to tell Marty what to fucking do. Also, we need help to get rid of that fucking Oswald that's been running around with his fucking eclipse. Plus, this is better than the shit that WWE put out anyway. So much GW already!
As we come back for the commercial break, we go right into Joe Exotic versus Steve Butabi. There's another guy we haven't seen much of, Joe Exotic, making his way down. Part of the Tiger Kings with him and King from Tekken. Not successful in getting a tag team title in the last season. As now, just they've been biding their time until the Butabis lose, because at this point, every goddamn team in here the Butabis have beaten. And the new team to step up, and Bizzaro, Murphy, and Reba, the Butabis are saying, fuck them, they didn't do it the way that we want them to do it to get title shots. So, we'll see. But Steve Butabi is going to have to go up against Joe Exotic in this matchup. Oh, Joe, it was at a time when we needed somebody to get us through a pandemic. We found a guy who sold tigers. That guy was Joe. Now, the longest rating champions in the world of history of time is the tag team champions. One half of them, Steve Butabi. And here he's third party. I don't know where Doug is. And with that, I don't know where the King is. Where's King? What the hell's going on? Well, anyways, as Steve Butabi, him and Doug came off of a very successful tag team championship matchup against the Smurf brothers. I don't know if many people had any hopes that they'd actually win it, in all honesty. I mean, they tried. But, I mean, these guys have been absolutely unstoppable. But had they met their match with Bizzaro, Murphy, and Reba, and could that be a catalyst as to why they're saying, fuck them, we're not giving them the title shot? Because Reba came out and destroyed both of them. Again, it was after the matchup, but still, Reba is one crazy son of a bitch who we hadn't seen in a while. And you know, when a monster rests, when it wakes up, it's fucking angry. Well, here we go. Let's see who's angry enough to get this victory here. As Steve starts off with the strike, and Joe's going to return it with 2. And Steve right back, though. And then I guess it's Doug's turn. All right. Had not seen much of King and Joe Exotic in this tag division here. I mean, I'm assuming Hogan has just been trying to find tag teams that could fucking possibly put a challenge to them, because at the end of the day, you can't just keep giving tag team title shots to the same people that you just keep losing to. It can't work. Joe, slow to get to his feet. And Steve here, though, clearly on the offense, clearly in control, clearly with the scoop slam, and gets at the height and drops him, and then just drops him right on his head. Yeah, why not? Sure. Sure, he says. It's constant. These two are, it's Doug and Steve in this ICCW fucking universe that we're in. As he's going, what the hell? Fucking Super Frankensteiner! Oh my god! The top rope. Steve looking to make early work of Joe Exotic here, but Joe hanging in here. And Steve going right back to the offense. He's going to knee him in the face. We see that a lot here in ICCW. Knees to the face. And I mean, before we went to commercial break, we saw Angry Video Game Nerd show up to the building. Hogan had clearly banned him to start the show over his quote-unquote actions. I mean, is the board watching what Hogan's doing? They're the ones that gave him the opportunity to go up against Michael Scott to get the fucking general manager position. Why in the fuck can he run down people, change matches as Joe Exotic's on the offense here? How is he able to go and suspend Angry Video Game Nerd for saying fuck Hulk Hogan at the Christmas special? And what, beating Omega? And then getting beat down by Randy and Bonesaw? Like, this is fucking insane! Big splash by Joe, but Steve got his knees up. This is unbelievable. Angry Video Game Nerd's here clearly defying the order of Hogan said he'd have some sort of surprise for him if he doesn't listen. So, I mean, if he makes... He's here! So we gotta find out what that surprise is. It's Joe with the big boot, with those big old cowboy boots. To the face. And what are we looking here now? And it's... punches to the face. Yeah. So he picks him right back up. What are we looking for here? Oh, wow! God! Like a code breaker to the arm, my lord. And what are we thinking here? Well, Joe throws Steve into the corner. Forearm to the chest. Steve Butabi. Quite the combination here. You know he's definitely getting some training in with King here with their time off. You gotta think that's going to be, like, he's only gonna get better until he dies, really. I think at this point. As Steve rolls out of the way. Whoa, Jesus. Spinning forearm strike to Joe Exotic. And now he's going to go snap suplex. Just kind of toying with Joe here. Joe's right back up to his feet, though. Steve, don't think he realized how quick Joe got up to his feet. He's going to give him a big toss. And now going up to the top rope. Big elbow drop by Joe Exotic. I mean, the Joe Exotic we saw at the start of last season, I don't think, not even the start, when the Bizzaro timeline kind of took over, which is kind of all meshed into one now. Kind of like Joe, it wouldn't have been this guy. And Steve here whips into the corner here. Oh, this is what it's like when worlds collide with an Insecurity. Jesus Christ. For a predominant tag team wrestler, Steve Butabi looking impressive. Usually probably have to take a break, but Joe's right back up to his feet. What the fuck is going on? Ripcord fucking clothesline out of his goddamn suit. What is happening tonight? I didn't get my pyro. No, everything goes to fucking shit. What the fuck was that? Joe with the fucking thingamadoo. Oh my god. Oh my, he almost beat Steve. He almost beat Steve. Oh my god. What is happening? Joe Exotic's in control of this. What is happening? As Joe whips Steve into the corner. Maybe this is, if Joe wins this, maybe he's in King of the new #1 contenders. Joe here doesn't want to go high risk again. Last time he did that in this case, Steve got his knees up. Joe wants him right back into the ring. After pushing him out, there's the logic. Oh, Steve got that. Got another Insecurity to the head of the Tiger King. What are we looking? Oh, dear God, nicely done. Northern Lights, is it? I don't fucking know. Go for the arm. It's hard to call shit by yourself, okay? He's putting stomp there. Joe back up. Steve with the Hurricanrana. The poor Joe. How does Steve with the super kick jump up to get Joe like that? Is this the end with the super kick by the Butabi? No! Joe is still in it! What is happening on this fucking show? Stump puller. What is happening? I don't get it. Is he pulling it? Is he gonna make Joe submit? I mean, at this point, he might just fucking tap out. It's been so goddamn random. Dear Lord. Steve looking to make work. Oh my God, just pure power behind that power bomb. Is that the end of Joe Exotic? No, it's not. Oh my God. What is happening? This show, I mean, we're going into Hogan Knows Best. And then Joe rolling out of it. What's he, what the hell is... I don't know what the fuck that was with Steve. I thought Joe was on the offense. Steve clearly took advantage. Joe's not a big guy. He's a small guy as he gets kneed in the face again. So, I mean, Steve, definitely the bigger of the two. Going to be more powerful in this case and be able to take advantage of when Joe tries to do these weird fucking moves that maybe King lets him do to practice but isn't using his full strength. Because strength, I would give it to fucking King over Steve here. But I give it over Steve over Joe in regards to power. We got a... You can airplane spin. All right. Joe's going for a ride. And now you're up to the top here. Big leg drop from the top rope onto that pretty old face and the sunglasses of Joe Exotic. My goodness. And Steve, it's just like taunting at this point. Just doesn't, I don't, just underestimating Joe, but at this point, he's got to think that a super kick is going to knock him out. That's got to be the end of it here. That's going to be the end of Joe Exotic. No! No, Joe, no, does not stay down. He gets back up again. Whip into the corner. Tosses out here. What's he thinking? Oh, dear God. Drop from Joe to the ground. And Steve knows he's not going to win this matchup on the outside. He's going right for Joe Exotic again. He's going to throw him. Yes, he's going to throw him into the ring. Wait a minute. Cutting out back. Bizzaro Murphy is attacking Doug. He wants that tag team title shot. Jesus Christ. My God. Tossing Doug around. Clearly, Bizzaro Murphy is on a warpath for him and Reba to get those tag team title shots. As Steve is clearly watching this happen. This is all happening for all us to see. Doug is to get beat up. Bizzaro Murphy with a big wind-up. And Bizzaro's saying this will all go away once we get our tag team title shot. Oh my dear God, this is going to be anarchy between Bizzaro Murphy and Reba. Going after the Butabis for the tag team title shots. I mean, who else do you give it to at this point? As he powerbomb onto the crate. Bizzaro doesn't take no for an answer. Ask your mama, I guess. Bizzaro's begging moms and Steve. Watching this unfold, he cannot believe it as Joe takes advantage. Roll up here. 1, 2. Joe Exotic just beat Steve Butabi. Joe Exotic. Do you want to call it an upset? As Steve was distracted by Bizzaro Murphy attack here, Joe Exotic found the perfect opportunity to recover and slip in behind the Steve for the victory. Oh my goodness. Ain't that straight indeed. It's a win's a win at this point. Joe Exotic has just beaten Steve Butabi. And, I mean, at this point, and he is absolutely, he can't believe it. You see that shit? They're attacking fucking Doug, and Joe don't give a shit. Yeah, I got your ass. I don't give a fuck. Man, Joe is pumped. Good for him. But I mean, my God, you gotta think it's Steve is now running in the back, checking on Doug. Yeah, I mean, Bizzaro Murphy is fucking crazy. He wants the Destructo Beam and shit. And Doug is dead set against them getting a title shot. And Doug making sure Steve's in agreement here. And Steve's pissed. He needs to get laid. I mean, we've all been there. We all got to get laid. And when you lose one, you get laid, and everybody feels happy. Yeah, and Doug wants to go dancing off the club in his back. Yeah, he just got fucking powerbomb onto a goddamn production crate. It's gonna fucking hurt. And there's Harry again. Yeah. Uno is probably some pissed as Betty took out his father. This poor dad. Betty wants a piece of Uno, according to Harry Potter here. One-on-one. Uno versus Betty at In Your Crib 3 with the case on the line. Betty is fucking... Not Betty, Harry is hell-bent. Oh my God. Betty's gonna beat him. It doesn't have his dad's help. This is sickening. Harry Potter's a sick fucking freak. Coming up next, Pizza Trash Champion, your Momga versus Ricky. Non-title matchup. What is happening? This whole fucking... is all fucking crazy. Why are these people so nuts? As your Momga first to make his way down, successful in defending his title at a Real American Bash against El Fuego Dragon and Precious Preston Carter, which your Momga and Fuego had a hell of a one-on-one matchup until Precious finally decided to show back up, take out your Fuego, and your Momga took advantage. And I don't think your Momga cared. Your Momga more like, I gave you your title shot, you didn't get it, I beat both men, have a good day. And then Julian had tried to convince Bubbles to jump your Momga after his matchup. And Bubbles did it, and Bubbles met the fucking wrath of your Momga. Now Ricky may be coming to the defense of his friend Bubbles in this non-title matchup. This is a... Why Julian has his eyes set on your Momga here? After not successfully being able to beat up Uno Dos Tres Nino and Tyrone Biggums, that Julian has now switched focus. It seems to your Momga as Ricky strutting his way down, giving up the trailer park sign, Lang? I don't fucking know. Ricky had a hell of a matchup against Sandman Gregory a few weeks back. Now he's looking to have a hell of a matchup against a maniac and a fucking fighter and a killer in your Momga here. This is something. And Ricky in his track pants and his fire shirt. They put your Momga in his place for what he did to Bubbles, even though Bubbles was the one to go after your Momga. But in the Trailer Park Boys' mind, it's never their fault. We watch the show. It's not Ricky's fault. It's society's fault. He's that way. And so we'll see. But your Momga, I don't care. I don't think he cares about fault. I think he more just cares about whipping your ass. To be quite frank, I don't think he has much of a care. Ricky's gonna have to go one-on-one with your Momga right now, as both end of the center of the ring here, and your Momga quick with the strikes, wasting little time, doesn't care who's in front of him, is going to take out who he needs to take out. Successful piece of trash champion, the only title holder for that. I mean, you want to talk about a long reign. I mean, this guy, you can say a long reign, but he's only defended the belt like 3 times, so, I mean, not much competition for him. Big snap suplex by your Momga, just a pure fucking Samoan animal that he is. Samoan savior, as it says on his tights. I don't know what that means. Who is he saving? And why does Samoa need to be saved? Chop to the back. Poor Ricky. Ricky getting himself involved in something that maybe he shouldn't be into. The Trailer Park Boys might be biting off more they can chew by going after your Momga here. I would be fresh to say, especially poor Bubbles. Big senton. I mean, Bubbles is usually considered the smartest guy of the group. That's not that it. Julian's the plan maker. Ricky is the dope dealer, and Bubbles is supposedly the smart guy. And this is not smart. Julian clearly manipulating these men into doing his bidding and doing what he wants. As your mom throws Ricky face first into the corner. Oh, and just kicks him right in the fucking face after the elbow. Dear God. Dear God. Long way from fucking Sunnyvale there, boys. Let's go for a pin 2 count. Not enough. Your mom gets still in this. It was fine. So far, if you just saw fucking Harry just said that Betty wants a piece of Uno, and Uno's mad at Betty, so he wanted to face one-on-one in your crib 3 as fucking Ricky's coming back for the case between Betty and Uno. And Uno doesn't have his dad to help him out. Son of a bitch. Whip it to the ropes. Back by Ricky now on the offense here. Him going at and dropping that elbow right into that chest of your momga. I mean, if Ricky can get a fucking win over the piece of trash champion, you know, that's some pretty good shit. That'd be pretty good. If you got collar and elbow, Ricky, what's he looking for here? Oh, wow, just driving that shoulder in the stomach, using that as elevation to drive him over. You got whipping to the ropes. Your mom doesn't know how to run ropes. Clearly, as Ricky there with the big clothesline to the back of the head. Now he's taunting and flaunting and doing all that shit. And elbow. Oh, dear God. And he's going to just knee him in the face. Look at Ricky. Ricky is on the offense. Okay. Well, a lot of surprises here tonight in regards to offense and stuff. And, oh, Ricky almost overshot the elbow drop. Last minute, gravity doesn't work, and he fucking works it. Physic's not there. He's saying, this man done. He's going to drop the elbow again. My goodness. Look at this. Look at this. What the fuck is that? Ricky just dislocated his leg to apply a camel clutch here. Your mom got him. Maybe is your mom not 100% after that hard-fought matchup against El Fuego, technically, but Precious was in there too. I mean, Ricky's getting a hell of an offense in here. And Ricky doesn't see the submission as the way to win this right now, so he lets that go. Picking up the big man, big Samoan man again, whip into the corner. The Trailer Park Boy is going to put the boots to him here. Crowd clearly not behind Ricky in this. Let's see, look. Big running elbow drop. I don't think he hit all of that one, to be honest. The Trailer Park Boys, we talked about the tag teams there earlier. Trailer Park Boys, another tag team that went for those tag titles and couldn't get the job done against the Butabis. Look at that, running power slam. And now to the pin. 1, 2, no. No, sir. Your mom guy. It's going to take a lot to take out your mom guy, I think. You're going to need really an army to take out a man like your mom guy. Ricky is just boots on boots on boots here. As he picks up your mom guy. What are we looking for here? Oh, look, a big choke slam here. Ricky is pulling out some shit. Let me tell you, holy fuck. That's the end. No, your mom guy, again, going to take most likely an army. Is Ricky going to the top? I mean, I'm not saying... I mean, at this point, it looks like Ricky might have a shot until your Momga moves out of the way. And he's going to... Kishi driver! Ricky's face into the mat. Your Momga right for the pin. No! Ricky kicks out. Your Momga still in this. He's picking... I mean... Whipping to the ropes. I mean, you want to talk about an army, though. There is a plethora of people in the trailer park that I'm sure are just as brainwashed as Ricky and Bubbles are in relation to Julian. If he asked for them to all show up, they could possibly do it. But I think the only man that would have the fucking strength and power to pull off that shit and beat them would definitely be your mom. Gets Ricky back on the offense. But the boot to the face. Another boot to the face. What are we looking at? As he picks him right back up. He's got a spitting punch to the face. And Ricky, look at him warming up the arm. He wants him up to his feet. What is he looking for here? More strikes. What is... Dear God! Ricky! Ricky has had some hard-fought matchups. He just hasn't been on the winning side as of late. As he's looking. Eyeballing your Momga here. Your Momga is definitely sensing as the blood drips down his face that Ricky was looking for the edge of the trailer park here. Look at that. Now he's going to the top rope. And he's got a big knee to the chest. And he's going to boot him in the face. And kick him in the back of the head. So you look in the... What is he thinking? What is he... He's going to fucking... Oh, dear God. Release German suplex. Both men bleeding here. Definitely a sign of a war between two competitors. At this time, is he going to whip him into the ropes? Or into the corner, I apologize. And just strikes on top of strikes here. Oh my God. Poor Ricky feeling every bit of that. And your Momga now. Is your Momga going for the Samoan Dyke? Thumb Dyke! To the throat of Ricky. Oh, fuck, what the he's not going for the pin. He's going to make Ricky feel all of this. Samoan Dyke again! As Ricky is just contorting. Your Momga goes for the pin, and no man is going to kick out of two of Samoan Dykes. As your Momga successful in this non-title matchup against Ricky. Maybe Julian and Bubbles want to think twice before going into this plan that they have. Attacking your Momga here. And Ricky put up a fight. But the fight was not enough for the piece of trash champion. Your Momga, two Samoan Dykes. As blood drips down his face, her face, or there to him. Fuck it. Your Momga. Wait, oh, that's Bubbles is in the crowd. Your Bubbles versus your Momga in your crib 3. You talked to Hogan already? What? Oh, there's Precious talking to fucking Buff Malley. Oh, enjoying himself that he hit Flago with the flying first class. Buff calls it a fucking butte. This guy, this Buff Malley, I tell you, this fucking scammer. Don't buy squares off of him, he's a scam. Precious thinking that Flago must be crying home to his mom. What the? These guys just shit on everything. This shits on everything. Gonna get some food. Oh, of course. Why don't you want to work the show? No? Gonna get free food? What? I'm feed down in trans. What's that want? I didn't have a say. Well, I'll say this after the commercial break. Criss Angel versus Jake Paul. These two finally gonna go to blows. Stay tuned.
And now, the ICCW Slam of the Week is brought to you by Glover. Thinking about your best friend's mom? Go grab your Glover on N64.
Damn. Wondering hard, what else do I need to do to you here? He's got him up in a powerbomb position. Where is he taking him now? Oh, dear God, not off the stage. He did it to you. Oh, dear God. And he's going to add an elbow drop to boot. Oh, dear Lord.
And that was the ICCW Slam of the Week, brought to you by Glover, that old N64 game. Grab it, it's everywhere.
Friendship, just nothing more than an illusion.
Another me is what there will never be.
We're all messed up. It's human nature.
Another life like this you'll never see.
As back from commercial break, we're going straight into the main event. Criss Angel versus Jake Paul. These two have been wanting to get at each other's throats for a number of episodes. And it's finally going to go to blows here now. Criss Angel has been on a warpath since Hulk Hogan fucked him over at Bash at the Beach Shop for that world title opportunity that he won. And he's been wanting to go out there. Everybody, he used Jake Paul's name. Jake Paul responded at a Real American Bash by jumping him from behind and then challenging him to this matchup. And Criss Angel, I believe it was at the Christmas special, was gung-ho for that shit. And now this is going to be, can this ring contain these two men at this point? That is the ultimate question. Criss Angel has been, I call it not all 100% there, maybe in his mind, trying to refocus himself and go after Hogan's heroes or minions or whatever you want to call them. And he looks focused here, so maybe he can turn that around. I know he lost to Bonesaw a few episodes ago. Can he get the win that he needs over Jake Paul, or does Jake Paul get the win over a former ICCW World Champion and Criss Angel, who has... It's crazy to say, but Criss Angel being screwed over is not even as bad as the shit that Captain Murphy went through at a Real American Bash. That man got ran down while he was in an ambulance. You know what I mean? I hope, thoughts and prayers out to Captain Murphy as I guess the show must go on, and Hogan is some happy with what happened and hope that they got coal in their stocking. It's Jake Paul, the problem child. I don't know if by this point, when this episode comes out, he would have faced Anderson Silva, but this is recorded before that fight. If that fight actually happens, I fucking hope he loses so bad. God damn it. I don't get him. I really don't. And I feel that the reaction that he got on the Scraps episode that he debuted in means a lot of people are with me and are not with Hogan with bringing this guy in. Guy thinks he's bigger than life. Thinks he's a boxer, but he's not. Has the smug shit-eating grin. God, you just want to punch him in the face. You do. He is some fired up though, but the gall on this guy to jump Criss Angel from behind and then challenge him to a match straight to his face. It's gonna be something. These two want each other. They're gonna get each other. It's gonna happen here. Right now. Right here on the main event of Brawl 53. Going in the fucking In Your Crib 3 Hogan Knows Best. I joined the booth at In Your Crib 2 House Arrest. How we went from House Arrest to Hogan Knows Best, don't know. God knows that both these men are going to run into each other right away. It's Criss Angel on the offense, Jake Paul with the reverse. This is not going to be good. As Jake Paul whip it to the ropes here. What is he looking for here? He got a big clothesline to Criss Angel. Now he's going to punch him in the face, the supposed boxer that he is. I think that's right. I'm going to say supposed. I don't give. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. I don't get it. I really don't. I don't think I'm alone in not getting it. It's Jake Paul here. All over, surprisingly. All over Criss Angel here. This is, as he gets those punches to the face. What are you looking for as he whips him into the corner? Works the back elbow. Oh, he drops him down. Oh, big senton. Look at that. Would you look at that? What are we looking for here as he picks him right back up? You got a collar and elbow, and he's going to... Oh, look, a big jawbreaker going right on his butt here. I apologize. I'm trying to do my research. When does Jake Paul fight Anderson Silva? As Criss Angel goes to the top rope. Big leg drop here. I can't believe this is going to be my goddamn Google search. As Criss Angel goes to the pin here. Oh, he kicks out. That fight happens October 29th. So this fight definitely happened after this recording. I pray to God. I pray. Oh my God, I hope he loses. But I mean, at this point, he might have won, and he might be on the big fucking win streak. Dear God, and he might even beat Criss Angel here tonight in the future. I mean, we're in the future right now. As he's got him on the top rope here, he just tosses him over. Dear God. Jake Paul, look at the elbow right to the face. And he kicks him in the back. And look at this. I'm just lost for words. I mean, Jake Paul is clearly tied with these Hogan's heroes. With Bonesaw and Randy the Ram and fucking Omega. Like these guys that it seems like Hogan is handpicking to be the future of ICCW. I don't know why the future is the past with fucking Bonesaw and Randy the Ram and Jake Paul. I mean, Jake Paul is a needle pusher in the world of like freak boxing. But I don't think this is the time or the place. But look at the right hand. I mean, it's not as powerful as Mr. Sandman's, but it is a right hand nonetheless that's knocked out Tyrone Woodley. And he drops him with the big Criss Angel right back in this, so clearly not as devastating of a right hand. As Criss Angel throws Jake Paul to the outside. And Criss is going to go to the top with the leg drop from the top rope to the floor. And he's just going to fucking backflip right into Jake Paul on the outside. This is what Criss Angel wants to do. He just wants to inflict pain, inflict punishment. You want to associate with Hogan? Well, I don't like Hogan for what he did to me, fucking me around. And he's going to pick him up in a powerbomb position here. Dear God, he's going to... What is he thinking? On the ring ramp! Jesus Christ, on that ring ramp! That's steel! And he's fired up! Dear my God! He's going to throw him back in. Jake Paul's got to be fucking hurting after that one. As he goes for the pin. Where we got 1, 2. No. Jake Paul kicks out. Criss Angel, some shocked. I mean, that was a big fucking... He went down with it, too. Like, Criss Angel fell down with it. Twist of fate! Twist of fate to Criss Angel. Criss Angel now looking to go to the top here. What's he thinking? What's he doing? He's going for Swanton Bomb. One after another. Is that the end for Jake Paul? Is this going to wrap this up here? No. Oh, dear Lord. Jake Paul hanging on by a moment. By a thread. By a grain of sand. Jake Paul was able to kick out of that. My God. Whips him in the corner. Jake Paul, he is bloodied up here. Oh, and there he goes. He's going to throw that right hand again. Criss Angel right back. Chris Paul, that would be a fucking menace to society. Jake Paul punches to the stomach. Kick to the midsection. He's looking. Oh, dear God. Was it Fisherman Suplex Brainbuster? What the fuck? Now he's punching Criss Angel in the face. Maybe looking to make him bleed his own blood as well as Jake Paul is doing here right now. Making him right back up. And Criss Angel is definitely bleeding along with Jake. And Jake Paul looking that he has some strength in the boxing power that he has. And is this going to be the kick out of the century? Yes, it is. I was going to say that, or is Jake Paul going to come out with a victory over the former world champion? As he is now going to whip Criss Angel into the corner. Criss doesn't want to take that buckle. Jake Paul is going to make him take that buckle, and he's going to use those boxing hands. And he's going to give him a big hip toss to the other side of the ring. And he's looking, what is he thinking here? Big power slam onto the magician. That is Criss Angel. And no, Criss Angel's still in this. By a mere fraction of a second, Criss Angel was able to get that shoulder up. And he went for the punch again. Criss Angel saw that one coming, and he's going to come right at him. Big uppercut. Trying to get fired up, maybe trying to bring up the past issues and angers that he has with Hulk Hogan, running front flip. Trying to pull something out of his ass. And he's trying to get the crowd behind him, or is he trying to get himself behind it? Big boy splash by the little man, Criss Angel. As he looks to pick him up. Looking to inflict more pain. He's going to throw Jake Paul into the corner himself. And just punch him. Both men bleeding all over this ring. And what's he thinking here? Oh, right in the groin, ref! We're going to let that shit slide? And Criss Angel. He's looking for the crucifix. Is he going to get it? He got it! Right in the corner, though! And what's he thinking? He's thinking get back up to your feet. He's thinking punishment. Oh, he went for Enziguri. He should have jumped on Jake Paul when he had the chance. Knee to the face! Dear God! That might have been a mistake on Criss Angel's part, giving Jake Paul the opportunity to stake the victory. Oh my God! Jake Paul has just beat Criss Angel. This is what has been this night. A night of shock. A night of frustration. And a night of surprises. We're going to end that with Jake Paul with the knee of a lifetime into the face of Criss Angel. And Jake Paul is not done. Jake Paul is not done. Come on. You just got the biggest win of your career, kid. You can't be pulling this shit off. Look at him, he's proud of himself. He's proud of himself. But someone's going to be even prouder. That's the insurance policy. He's coming out. He's sick of these fucking guys, too. As he's going after Jake Paul, maybe to stop the nonsense of Criss Angel being beat down at the end of a matchup that he didn't deserve. This is the insurance policy. They're just beating the shit out of Jake Paul. Good. Thank God somebody does it. It seems like no one can do it in boxing. At this point, can anybody do it in wrestling other than Bart Gunn, and he did on Scraps? He is just... Look at that, just punching the face that had already been bloodied up by Criss Angel in that matchup. Jake Paul it might have meant one man too many. He beat up. The insurance policy beat up Jake Paul. Oh my God, speaking of beating up, the former #1 contender, Omega. He's pissed off at insurance policy, Criss Angel, and fucking Dwight Schrute. This is mayhem. This is mayhem. Do we have security or anything? Why is this so? Why is this like this? This is wrong. As he throws insurance policy, clearly not there to protect his friend because he's out there beating up Jake Paul for being a dick. He's already beat up Jake Paul once now. Omega, insurance, and Dwight Schrute definitely have a pass. They fought off a match of the beach up, but he's just furious that he lost that world title. And he wants somebody on Slapdown. Doesn't care if it's Criss Angel, doesn't care if it's insurance policy, doesn't care if it's Dwight. I don't know if it's going to be Dwight, because Dwight's getting beat down. And oh my Jesus Christ! Look at him, a voice left. Angry Video Game Nerd, who has been banned at the start of the show, is storming down to this ring. Sans ban. He does not give a shit. Marching the march, walking the walk, and talking the talk. The Angry Video Game Nerd, the ICCW World Champion, clearly here on a mission, defying orders from Hulk Hogan, and showing up here in the ring. I mean, good. He has no reason to be suspended from the show. This is stupid. Hogan is not thinking straight. I don't know what Hogan thinks ever in my life. Is Angry Video Game Nerd clearly has something to say. Good. And he don't care about the surprise. As vulgar as ever. My God, I'm gonna lose my voice. Yeah, like, what? You want a shit fucking deed. Like, how do you do that? How do you run a man down and name yourself number one contender? This is... Again, AVGN wants him down to the ring. Hogan has switched over to these black and white attire at a Real American Bash. And there's Hogan. Oh, yeah, he did. He said that he didn't see AVGN as a face. Well, he's been the face the entire fucking time. Prove him right. What do you mean? Prove him right. Oh, fuck, he must have heard me. If you're really there, doesn't embarrass us at all. What is he talking about? Guess we're going to Daiquiri, Sean.
He's saying let's do this right now? Right now? Who's the challenger gonna be? Whoa, oh my. Haven't seen much of this man lately, but that is the angry video game nerd who is already a heavyweight. He's got a championship around his waist. Well, in case you didn't know, the revival of ICCW and its Bizzaro reboot. He is, last I checked, he's the champion. I don't think that's the correct belt, though. I think that, I don't know, I found it on Community Creations. I don't think that's the same belt, but I think for reasons we couldn't have the real belt here, but okay, so apparently when he gets a chance to become a double champ, that we dropped him. He lands on the apron there. And now, Drax back in. There's a sunset flip here on the nerd. And oh, he's a 3! It's over! It's over! Wow!
Well, that was Angry Video Game Nerd at SCAW's 15th anniversary. Hogan's upset he lost. He was the ICCW champion to, at the time, would have been their world champion. He talked to fucking BoJack Horseman. He did not. Hulk Hogan did not talk to BoJack Horseman. I never thought I'd say that. It's a surprise. Is Angry Video Game Nerds going up against Drax on Slapdown? Excuse me? Drax is going to whip him again? What is happening? Our title's the Attitude Era fucking world title with the logo on it. How hard is that? Join us on Slapdown. Hogan talked to BoJack? That's a sentence I never thought I'd say. What the fuck happened to the show?